In America, we have a thing called March Madness. Think about the World Cup. 64 professional basketball teams enter a tournament and try to come out on top. The pros are playing for the trophy and the prize, but the fans get to play another game. The fans have to guess and predict who will win. Everyone loves a good underdog story. The worst team beating the best team could actually happen. Predicting March Madness is something between an educated guess and a Hail Mary. Today, I want to talk about predictions. For those of you who didn't know, I used to play a lot of competitive Pokemon. I used to make predictions for the GBA League. Those videos actually still exist. As you can see in the title of this video, today I want to take a look at Danganronpa F's amazing cast of characters and decide who will live and who will die. So, using this awesome chart, we are going to individually look at each character and talk about their chances of being a survivor, killer, or victim. Okay, we need to make a foundation so that we can take our deductions to the other characters. Let's start with let's narrow down who is going to survive so that we can talk about who's gonna be a killer or victim later. I think Enigma is going to survive, Cross is going to survive, and I don't think that's gonna change. I think though, to build our foundation, Grisp is going to be our first victim. Joshua Waters is a talented voice actor. He brings a lot of life to the character of Grisp, but Grisp does not, I don't possibly surprise me. I will be surprised if Grisp makes it to the end, or is a killer, I guess. Grisp could be a killer, but Grisp is going to die. Grisp will not make it to the end of Danganronpa F. So, with Enigma, Cross, and Grisp, survivor, and victim, because Enigma is our protagonist. He gets a pass. I think we need to build the understanding here. These predictions are really hard to make, so they might change the formula, and Enigma might be coerced into something, or Enigma might commit suicide to save everyone or something. But Enigma is going to, at least for now, we don't know. That's on them. If they write Enigma to do something in chapter 5, how could I know that? We only have chapter 1. So Enigma is going to survive, and I think Cross is going to help Enigma in a lot of the trials. Cross will be in every trial and help solve the case and help Enigma along the way. So I think Enigma and Cross will be survivors at the very end of the game. Grisp will be one of the victims. And with that, we have 3 out of the 14 done. We can move on to some of the more harder to guess characters. It's really tough to some of these characters are really hard to predict. Like, sometimes you just have to guess. That's how predictions go. You know, we don't know much about these characters yet, other than the prologue in chapter 1. And this is a really hard one for me to, I just don't feel it. You know, it's something in me that I feel the game didn't give me. Danganronpa F, I don't think Yaxie is going to be a survivor. She's going to be a victim. Yaxie is probably going to be killed by someone else. I don't see Yaxie surviving. Yeah, Yaxie is a prominent character, but Grisp and Yaxie, I think, are going to be victims. Yaxie probably has a lot to do in the story. She'll probably be important some way, somehow. But I don't know. I don't know. I think my intuition is telling me that Yaxie will be in the game like Angie Yanaga, and then she will die. She'll be a victim, and there will be a trial for her. That's what I think her destiny is. And that brings us to 4 of the characters. Let's talk about my throwaway characters. We've done 4 out of the 14, so these 2 are things. These are called what we would call personal headcanons. I think these are how I want these characters to play out, right? These are what we call the wishing the slash the headcanons. So because there's a lot of characters left, we need to start placing some roles on some people. And I think one of those characters is going to be Twin. Twin is an awesome character. Twin is the ultimate voice actor, and that means he's got a lot of potential to mess with things. He can speak in this voice or he can speak in the other voice, and Twin already seems to be able to do that. Twin is also a funny guy. He likes to be the ultimate chicken sandwich and then be, serious on the tip of a hat. So I don't know, maybe I'm reading too into it, or I don't know. I really like Twin, as Twin has a lot of potential. So Twin, I think, is going to be a killer. I think my personal throwaway, I can be wrong. Twin could be a victim, probably. Rissy could snap and kill Twin. But Twin, I want Twin to be a killer and start a trial with evidence like messing with the voices and all that kind of weird stuff that only Twin could do as the killer. And that's what I think. Twin's going to be a killer. My other throwaway, if I'm wrong on Twin, that's okay, because personally it's what I wanted. Personally, I wanted that. If it's wrong, whatever. My other throwaway slash personal headcanon is I want Pocket to be a survivor. Pocket is a really interesting character. I see Pocket being all three. He could be the survivor, killer, and the victim. He could end up as any of them. He could make it to the end like Kazuichi did. He could be like Mizuno or Teruteru. Definitely Teruteru, who cracks under the pressure and wants to leave. Because that's all the motive you need is wanting to leave, trying to escape at all costs. And so he could be a killer. He could also be a victim by one of the other characters, So Pocket is really hard to guess, because he could be all three. And that means, to me, I just have to choose one. I think Pocket's going to survive. I think Pocket will be like Soda. And I think that means, sure, he'll be like Soda, but he'll also be himself. Pocket has, so much potential to be in all the trials and stuff, and I think Pocket has the ability to be a survivor throughout all of it. So that's what I think. I think Pocket and Twin will be killer and survivor. Let's go to Rissy. I think with Twin and Rissy's relationship, I think we're starting to get more characters down in certain roles. I think Rissy is going to be a victim. I think there's a theory that Rissy will snap like Mikan, or like Mikan Sumiki, and she will try to kill someone. But I don't see it happening. People already see that coming. I think Twin will kill her first. It's kind of like who betrays who first, but I think Twin will ultimately kill Rissy, and then or Twin will kill someone else, and then Rissy will defend Twin in the trial, and then Rissy will die anyway. I don't know. Rissy will become the victim later on in the game. So I think Rissy's ultimate ending is she's a lovely character. Everyone likes her. Everyone's really depressed when she dies, and then they go through the trial, right? So I think Rissy's going to be a victim. I just have to choose Rissy as the victim. Okay, we are left with a couple of characters. I think I have to face the facts. There's a couple of question marks. I've left Scarlett, Morai Teru, and Corza and Anon all by themselves. But I need to face the facts. One of my favorite characters in the last episode, or in my previous video about the introduction to the fan game, Danganronpa F, is my favorite character is Rock. One of my favorite characters is Rock. And I called him, I need to make up for what I said. I called him an average Joe. And I just kind of had this inkling to like him. I like Rock because he's an average dude. That's not true. I just didn't know how to describe why I like Rock. Rock's design, and I just don't know if it's true. I have to say it. I think Rock was inspired by Australian stereotypes. And I really like I like stereotypical Australian clothing. I think it looks cool. I like the style. It's cool. Rock had that in the videos, and it was like, man, he's got the braid in the hair. Like, I really like Rock. I really like that style of design. That character design pops, and that's why I like Rock. But I don't think Rock is gonna survive. I have to face the facts. I want Rock to survive. But this is where my throwaways, where if I'm wrong on Pocket, that's fine. But I just don't see Rock surviving. Rock will probably be a victim. And that's because Cancel is going to kill him. Cancel does not like puns. But also, Cancel can't really... Cancel's ultimate talent is related to, like, telling the future. It's not clairvoyancy, but it's like similar to that. And I say that Cancel will try to have like a motive that will be trying to do the ritual, and she'll end up, and then events will happen and she'll kill Rock, and because she doesn't like Rock. But I just don't know. I think Cancel, everyone has this idea that Cancel has this energy to think that she's a tough girl, right? She's tough, she's independent, she doesn't care what anyone says, she says her own mind, she talks a lot, and Cancel just does what she wants. But everyone thinks because of that, Cancel just gets to survive. I don't think so. Cancel is like Mew. She's gonna act that tough and that foolhardy, and then she's gonna kill someone because her ultimate talent she's missing the things she needs for her talent. So maybe if she gets to tell a fortune and it says kill somebody, maybe she'll kill Rock. Maybe she'll kill a Grisp, who I think is going to be a victim. Maybe she'll kill Rissy, who is a victim, at least in my mind. I think the two of them, Rock and Cancel, are going to be victim and killer. There's not a lot of characters left, so we need a couple more killers, and I just don't know. Cancel, you could be a survivor, you could be a killer, I don't know. And I think Rock, ultimately, Rock is going to be in the game. I'm going to love him to death. I like his design, and I just don't know. I don't know if it's racist to call it Australian clothing, but that's why I like his character. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's wrong, but that's why I like his character. And Rock is going to be a victim. So that leaves us with, the main four. And in chapter 1, Scarlett says she's the mastermind, which I don't think anyone, I'm not sure who is the mastermind, because there's only 14 of them, and like, who's to say there's not a 15th, I don't think anyone is the mastermind. I don't know. There's just not enough clues to say who's the mastermind yet. So I don't think Scarlett is the mastermind. And she says that I don't know. She doesn't seem to me like a killer or a survivor or a victim. But I do think she's going to kill someone. I think chapter 1, she says that she's the mastermind and that she's always wanted to kill someone. One of those is a lie. She either is the mastermind or she doesn't want to kill anyone. So I think one of them is a lie. And I think ultimately we're running out of people. Scarlett is a weird character. She acts super serious and then she plays it off like a joke. You know what I mean? So Scarlett, I think, is going to be a killer. As we see, there's only the 3 left. So Scarlett, the big old K, because Scarlett, I think she's trying to play like a facade. She's wearing a mask. She's two-faced. She wants to be seen like a jokester or like, I was just kidding. I'm not the mastermind. And then, ooh, stabbed you, That's where I think they're going to go. Do I think that's the case? I think that's going to happen. But if they don't, well, then I was wrong. That's okay. We're moving down to the final couple. And this is the hardest one, is Anon. Chapter 1, prologue. Anon has had 0 interaction. 0. Anon is so hard to get a number on because Anon could be survivor, killer, or victim. We don't know. We literally haven't talked to him at all. So I think it's rough. It's rough because this could be anything. And that's why I have to say that Anon is a killer, because no one else can. I think Anon has to kill someone because we don't know. Anon can survive up until chapter 5 or 6, but that's probably as far as he'll get. He'll be a killer. I just don't see him being a victim or a survivor. It's really hard. That is definitely the toughest decision. Roll credits. So, we are down to the final 2, Corza and Morai Teru. Do I think Morai Teru is going to be a victim, killer, or a survivor? Or is Corza gonna kill Morai Teru? The answer is no, I don't think so. I think so. If you notice the trend, I have done all the survivors, all the blue ones are boys. And Morai Teru, I see her being a victim, but I don't see her being a killer. And I just think it's weird that I don't have a female survivor. That's it. That's my answer. I'm running out of roles to give people. And for the 4th survivor, I think it's going to be Morai Teru. Morai Teru will survive because she'll be in the trials, she'll maybe help with the investigation, and she'll be in the game for the whole thing. She'll be a survivor, just to join the crew of the boys. And the final one is one of my favorites. Very cool. I really like Corza. Corza and Rock have a very dynamic to them because Corza's design is so style. It's such a cool style that Corza has. And Corza is the ultimate game developer, which is a pretty damn cool ultimate talent. That I think Corza's really warming up to me. So, and I didn't talk about him in the last video, but that's because this cast is really good, and I had to just pick a few that I could talk about. So, Corza is obviously the last person here. Who are we gonna? Is he gonna be a survivor, killer, or the victim? Corza, we don't know. Corza, I don't see Corza being the victim. that's just, yeah, I don't see him being the victim. I think Corza has potential. He has potential to, obviously he wants to fight the mastermind or whatever in his character reveal. But I think Corza is going to survive. Corza, I think, will survive. Corza and Cross have such a similar personality of wanting to beat the game, trying to beat the game, that they will win at all costs. Well, that sounds like killing somebody, but that's fine. I think Corza's attitude is very similar to Cross's, and I think Corza, what is Corza's purpose other than to be a victim? That'd be kind of boring and a waste of potential. But as a killer, I think Corza could have like a chapter 4. Hey, let's go into the game world, and then Corza is the game developer and kills someone. You know what I mean? So I think Corza could kill someone in like a computer world or in the game world. But I also don't see that happening. So while both are possible, I don't think Corza is going to kill someone. So I think he'll be a survivor. Corza will survive. That leaves us with the entire roster filled out. We have 5 survivors, all in blue, 4 killers, and 5 victims. Those are my Danganronpa F predictions. And yeah, they're pretty interesting, aren't they? Obviously, like I said, Twin and Pocket are my throwaways. If those are what I want, those are my wishes, that's what I want to see happen. If it's not the case, I'll be okay. I like Pocket. If Pocket ends up dying, then I still like Pocket. That's okay. I just got that, that was my wish, was to have Pocket survive. Was it granted? No, that's fine. If Twin gets betrayed by Rissy, then I guess I didn't see it coming. I thought it was a possibility, but I just didn't consider it enough. So yeah, that's just those 2. I think Anon is really, really hard to put a number on, and I never talked about Rocks, did I? I never talked about Rocks the whole time. Rocks is a victim. Rocks, I don't think is gonna survive. I don't know. I think Rocks has potential to be killed by Cancel or Anon, and I think Rocks might be in one of the double murders or just be killed by Cancel or Anon. I don't know. Rocks is a weird character, because Rocks could survive and join Morai Teru as a female survivor, but then you're fighting Morai Teru, Rocks, and Cancel for the female survivor role. It's just a whole thing. It really is a whole thing. I mean, Yaxie could be a survivor, and I'd be wrong too. So it's really tough. Yaxie is just random. I think Yaxie's potential is just victim, but she probably will have importance in the story. The point is, we don't know. It's only chapter 1. Things can change later, and I'm sure things will. Rocks, unfortunately, is going to probably be a victim along with everyone else, and Enigma is our protagonist. He'll survive. Cross, I think, is going to survive. Yeah, that's that. If I can, before we end off, these are my predictions. These are at base. This is what I think is going to happen. If I can bend the rules a little bit, I'm going to try to bend the rules and change it up, because we're not playing for money or anything. If I can change the rules a little bit, just so that I can have a more chance of having an accurate guess, is if Corza is not a survivor, then Cancel is. That's it. I think Cancel and Corza can switch. They are like purple. They're like the purple role. If If Cancel survives, Corza will kill someone. If Cancel kills someone, Corza will survive. Does that make sense? Well, I think it makes sense. It's tough, you know. This cast is really great. There's only 14 of them, which makes it even tougher. So yeah, it's tell me what your predictions are down below. And yeah, do you guys agree with any of the predictions that I made? Am I gonna get murdered for saying Cancel is gonna kill someone and that Yaxie will be a victim? I don't know, probably. But sometimes our predictions are just that, predictions. And go ahead and go to the main channel of Shattered Hope Studios and watch the prologue, Chapter 1 and Chapter 1, Episode 2. They're pretty interesting, and they're all related to the Danganronpa F series, which is going to come out within the next couple months. And I hope you guys go support them, as well as hit the like button down on this video so that I can keep making more, and subscribe to get all the videos that I make. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.
Life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Yet the waters ever change, flowing